We're in the Mosaic kitchen playing around with a dish that I called Fantasy Forest. Now this is in commemoration of our 10-year celebrations to be held in September. We're taking all the dishes over the 10 years and giving them a bit of a facelift. And this is how we do it. Fantasy Forest was a dish that was inspired by reading many novels as a child. I wanted to create that moment where you capture the way to this fantasy place and there's just magic everywhere. So for this dish, I've decided to use very exotic mushrooms. And this is the maitake, from Japanese origin. And what we're going to do is to create a Japanese mushroom garden. I wanted to capture all of those colours, tastes and aromas that you have in the forest. So yeah, I have beautiful dried basil, and this is going to create that forest flair. And even as I'm dusting it, all these flavours are just permeating through the air. Here we have beautiful tarragon, just to give a little bit of a darker colour, accentuation of those tones. And already it's starting to look magical. Now if you've ever walked in a forest, you've noticed those mushrooms growing out of the rocks. And to create the rocks, I've prepared a mushroom consomme. Now this is quite simple. We just infuse a big pot of wild mushrooms, a little bit of basil and rosemary, and all those flavours come together. To create the magic, we add a dash of gelatine. And this is what happens. Now I have prepared these rocks a little bit earlier. I'm just going to place them on my plate. So this is the aeration from the gelatine with the consomme. And what makes this dish so fantastic is that it's suitable for vegetarians. Now to make your rocks a little bit more natural, I've got a mushroom powder. And this is where the actual fun starts. We're going to start placing our mushrooms within our rocks. And first, the delicate petals of the maitakes. Now this has got such a fantastic flavour. It just smells like those damp leaves lying all over the floor. Now this is a process. It grows, evolves and becomes thicker and more lush as you proceed. Here I have some of my shiitake mushrooms that I've just blanched. So you're not going to have that earthiness coming through them. There's a little bit of a savoury component which is now released, and even the texture is slightly different. Now, in between this we create a bit of magic with our flowers. Now one of the most incredible flowers that we have in this dish is the nigella, or the love breath. It's just so exotic and delicate, and if you pick off these little fronds, they remind me quite a bit of fennel. To add in a little bit of colour into this dish, I've got some radishes, just lightly marinated, blanched, and then I soak them in sweet water, just with a dash of sugar, to take away that harshness and the bitterness from the radishes. And with that, our fantasy forest is complete, and you are ready to dazzle. We invite you to join us for our 10-year celebrations at Mosaic and wish you a bon appetit.